Okay, let's talk about my experience playing Overwatch after a month of not playing. How's everybody doing? This is Demi Grinder for the Grinder's Verdict, and welcome. I played Overwatch last night, and here's my experience with that. So I've been playing a bunch of Apex lately, and I thought, I want to play Overwatch a little bit. I still haven't done my placements, and I figured why not? So I went on Overwatch, and I decided to play some competitive. First game after a month. 5 DPS and me as a tank. Nice, right? And then someone went healer. So we had 4 DPS and me as a tank and a healer. One single healer. Wow. What a game, guys. Nice. It clearly has evolved quite a lot. People have showed that they are better on the internet and they are more towards each other rather than being so individualistic. Anyways, moving on. I'm getting drifted apart from the main subject here. So in the first game, what happens is basically that one of the guys decided to disconnect. Thank goodness. Fucking thank goodness for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He probably thought the exact same thing that I did. Fuck this game. So he disconnected and moved on. I decided to immediately click play competitive right after that. Guess what map we got again? The same one. Luckily the teams were different. However, apparently I was getting the Smurfs on the enemy team and on my team getting the guys that couldn't really do anything. But it is what it is, you know. Let's move on. Sometimes you are actually surprised with how some people can perform, even being the underdog. Hell, I've done it myself. I came into a game thinking, dude, I'm gonna be so terrible at this. And then I wasn't. I was actually pretty good. So, with that said, we got completely destroyed on the second game because nobody could focus their Smurfs. So their Smurfs were absolutely just shredding through us as if we were not even there. Literally. I'm not saying that just to say that. I mean it. Like, we were not even there. Like, they were just going with the payload through Gibraltar, and it's like, whoa, 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 and they were just completely destroying us. So, moving on, next game, King's Row. I love King's Row, it's a great map, but I hate it when there's a trash team, which was exactly what happened. Anyways, the point is, on King's Row, this last game, because I was getting so frustrated, I just didn't want to play anymore. This last game, there's a guy who goes DPS, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. You know, I chose Orisa defending on King's Row. I was actually doing a decent job. They had a Widow. The Widow was not doing anything because I was pretty much on their faces, shooting the Widow whenever I could have a chance to do so. And it's just like my team then gets prompted against a Genji, a smurfing Genji. And this Genji just completely starts coming at us. And I don't understand how this happens. I don't understand how this is possible. But this Genji literally, he did one thing that I'm still, my mind is still boggled by that thing this day. He was literally 5 health points and he killed my entire team and survived. And I was the one who got him to 5 hit points, which makes me very sad because I got him so weak, yet the team had no follow-up. I mean, I'm guessing I didn't really see it because there was not even a chance for the respawn or for the death kill cam or whatever you call it because they were all dead. And, you know, that was pretty much it. So, but I assume that they were literally all grouped together and the Genji just goes in, kills them all, and that's it. That easy. It was that easy. Anyways, moving on. So this guy who was playing DPS starts complaining about everything. Whoa, man, you are not gonna win anything with this composition because somebody was playing Hammond and I was playing Roadhog. You know why I was playing Roadhog? Because I lost all faith. That's right. I was playing Roadhog because I literally had lost all faith in that game. And I decided, you know, I'm going to play something I want to play. I want to play something I'm going to have fun with. I don't want to play, you know, whatever these guys want me to play because screw that. I want to do something and I'm going to do that, right? So with that said, we carried on. And to my surprise, I believe we actually pushed it to the end. We actually pushed the payload to the end. Surprisingly. Anyways, point is that game was drawn and this guy was just going on a rampage, telling us to KYS basically kill ourselves. And it's funny, right? Because I did a podcast like a few days ago. But what exactly? I didn't expect anything, to be honest. I mean, who am I? Nobody cares about my opinion. Nobody cares about what I say. So fuck it. Me doing a podcast about this, it's as worth as, somebody taking a turd out in the middle of the street. No one cares. No one gives a shit. And I realize that. I know it. But I'm going to keep doing it anyways because I like doing it. Because I like trying to prevent things from happening. And I love hearing, oh man, you were so right. I love hearing this multiple times throughout my life. I've heard this multiple times. But anyways, moving on. He keeps on going on a rampage and I'm just pointing out the reality of things. I'm saying he's immature because he's throwing the KYS left and right and he's just going like KYS idiot because that's very mature and very intellectually, gifted words. Anyways, so he keeps on going on this rampage and I'm just like, okay, dude, you are the one complaining the most, yet you are the one who did less. Me and Hamstern or Hamsterned Alright, me and Hammond, we did a lot more than you ever did this whole match, because we try to focus targets, but there was no follow-up whatsoever. Yet you are the one complaining the most, yet you are the one who thinks you're right, but you're not. Just move on. Maybe focus on playing something. You know what this guy did? He played DPS, then moved on to tank. You know why? Because I was playing tank. As if he was gonna do a better job than I was. So then he plays tank, then he goes back to playing DPS, and then with the last game he goes tank again, and then goes DPS again. Another thing I pointed out to this guy, listen, maybe you should focus on something, alright, and get good at it, because everything that you've played so far, you're not really good at it. He wasn't a good tank, trust me. He was terrible playing Reinhardt. He was not good playing Genji. I mean, he was dying left and right. He used the blade once against a very weak team who was not even focusing him, and he did not kill anybody. You know why? Because he focused the tank rather than going for the squishies. That's right. This Genji. That type of Genji. That's right, folks. So, he was terrible at Ryan, terrible at Genji, terrible at Bastion, but he had a good tank because I was doing the tanking that time. So, anyways, my point with this episode is I had a terrible time playing Overwatch, and it's so sad. It's really, really sad. I love this game. I love this game to pieces. It's still the game that I want to play every single day, and then I have some time to put onto other games other than Overwatch. Just as a change of pace, just as, let's play something different. But this is the game that I want to play, and I can't play it because the game just doesn't allow me to. Because the game is so frustrating that I just don't want to play the game. Because literally, I felt terrible after those matches last night. I felt physically terrible after those matches because I have to put up with childish fucking attitudes with KYS left and right when you don't have the reason. When you think you have the fucking reason just because of the fact that you are on the internet, sitting comfortably on your fucking chair. But in reality, you are a piece of shit. You know what I would have done to this kid in real life? I would have slapped the fucking shit out of him. And for real, I'm not even joking. If I would find this piece of shit, I would slap the living shit out of him. For real. I don't care how big he fucking is. I'm big myself. To the sides, rather. But anyways, I'm still big nonetheless. And people like this make me really fucking mad, dude. Because I felt physically bad after playing those matches. What kind of a video game is that? Overwatch. That is Overwatch. And I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. You could go, oh, dude, come on, why are you so fucking focused on the game? Like, just don't care so much about it, dude. It's just a video game. It is just a video game. Yes, you're right, but there's a lot of people with the same feeling that I have. I'm sure of that. Otherwise, why would people be quitting so much? So many people quitting the game. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. It's really sad to say these words because I really love Overwatch. I think it's a great game, and I really want it to succeed, and I really want it to be a good game, like the game that it was when I started playing. When just finding out about Genji, finding out about Reinhardt, Bastion, Anna. Granted she was a character. Well, she was already in the game when I started playing, but yeah, I wish I would have fun with Overwatch again. I wish the game was not frustrating. I wish the game had some sort of PvE element to it that I could just get into and forget about playing with people just because I really want to experience the game. I wish those were things that they would put into the game to help us leave this agonizing frustration from playing the game. I don't want to play the game if I'm going to be frustrated. Don't get me wrong, I'm frustrated playing Apex just as much, but I just don't care that much about it because I go into Apex, then I leave Apex. If I die, I die. If I win, cool, right? And then let's move on to the next game. And because of Apex's nature, I can't really be pissed that much. I mean, it's a battle royale. They're putting level 100s and above with level 9s, level 2s, level 30s. And it's like, I literally just played a match like a few hours ago where basically there was this level 9 playing Bangalore and the dude is just pinging everything. He's saying there's enemies everywhere. He's probably pinging items, but he's saying enemies are everywhere and he's shooting me or she's shooting right next to me and, scaring the fuck out of me. And it's like, I had to literally mute this guy's pings because it was pissing me off. Like I was looking everywhere because of this guy because he was pinging enemies so much. Anyways, that's going to be the podcast for today. Thank you guys very much for listening. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.